Hi guys, and welcome to our last video of 2022. I cannot believe this year is over. It has gone so fast. It's crazy. Today's video is going to be a fun eye tutorial testing out some new products, of course, because I've bought so many products and I haven't gone through them because I've been hardly posting videos. Sorry. So I would like to go through some products that I bought from Tarte like earlier this year, as in like a few months ago. I think this was 2 purchases from Tarte that I've just chucked into the one box. So I will be using some of these products today to create this look. I wanted to do something bright and colourful and like celebration themed because like I've been through a lot of personal growth this year. Like at the start of the year I was having a really rough time and I've come really far from that and I'm really proud of myself. So I thought I'd like to do something like fun because it's like a celebration that I have had such a good like year of just me taking care of myself, which I don't think I'd ever really done before this year. Which is funny because at the start of the year, my friend and I, like at our New Year's like celebration thing that we did last year from 2021 coming into 2022, we actually like sort of like journaled or like mind mapped, I don't even know, like vision boarded, I guess, but it was just like a sort of like written out vision board that we did. And I think my sole focus for this year was to work on me and like just put myself first for once. And I was just actually thinking about this earlier today because like I hadn't even thought of like that vision board or anything since I did it, but I actually stuck to it. Like I don't think I've ever taken such good care of myself. I don't think I've ever put myself first this much before. And I am really glad that I was able to do that because I've just like honestly grown so much personally, like mental health wise. I've like managed to get myself back on track and just stuff like that. And I know mental health is kind of just like a thing that like, you know, you kind of like, there are ups and downs throughout your life. It's kind of like a constant battle, but it's just like, I'm really proud of myself of how hard I've worked and how far I've come this year. So basically, I just wanted to chuck something fun on, something bright and colourful to celebrate life, I guess. Life and its ups and downs and how, you know, you go through a lot of crap that you don't want to go through in your life, but in the end, it all just makes you stronger. At least that's like how I felt this year. There's always ups and downs and stuff like that with life, with my brain, but I just think where I am today is a million times better than where I was a year ago today, which I'm filming this a few days before New Year's, so hopefully I have this out on New Year's Eve. I'm hoping, we'll see. I really hope so because otherwise I would have liked to say welcome to 2023 at the start of this video. So hopefully I am correct when I said this is the last video of 2022. So I'm gonna have to work very hard over the next few days to make sure this video is out on time. So I need to be fast and stop talking so much. Stop talking so much. I am trying not to record incredibly long videos because that is what I keep doing and then it takes me forever to edit them because I don't have much time at the moment. So we're gonna get into this. So I hope you guys have had an amazing year and I hope that you have been able to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve if you set any goals at the start of the year. I don't usually set goals, but I'm really glad that I set that one, the me, putting me first goal, because the fact that I know that I've done it, it makes me feel happy because I'm just like, oh, I've actually achieved the thing that I thought was important that I needed to do this year and I have done that. But anyway, let's do makeup now. I've chucked on primer. I'm trying out a new foundation today. So the foundation that I'm going to be trying out today is the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud Coverage in the shade 20B Light Beige. It is a medium buildable coverage foundation with a natural finish that looks like skin, and it has the Cloud9 Complex, which is a blend of hyaluronic acid, squalene, snow mushroom, avocado, prickly pear, aloe, licorice, vitamin E, and castor oil, and it has a bouncy cloud-like texture that smooths and blurs. So that's very exciting. I'm going to be chucking it on today using a foundation brush. So I'm just going to start with one pump and we'll see how we go. Ooh, I feel like that's not going to be enough. It's also thicker than I expected. That's interesting. Okay. That's definitely not going to be enough to do my full face, but let's give it a try. Oh, you know what? I'll do half my face, so one pump was definitely not enough. Comes out quite thick, which is really interesting. Now, this is probably going to be way too much to just put on one side of my face, so let's see. This side I have done, and like across my forehead, I ended up doing it in like the whole of my nose. So there's like a patch here that I haven't done as of yet because I accidentally put some down here at the start. So you can see it does have like a decent amount of like color correction in it because you can see how red I am here. I'm not sure if at the start you could see how damn red my nose was. I'm a bit worried I got sunburnt today because I walked around outside for a little bit. But I do have some redness here too that it hasn't really covered. Oh, maybe that's a bit better than I thought it was. I think it's done a decent job of color correction. Like I feel like it's taken away a lot of my redness, especially on my nose. That was actually very impressive because there was so much. I'm just gonna quickly chuck some more on to finish off this side. I won't do a full pump because I've already got so much foundation on my face, and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so there we have it. That is like one thick-ish layer of foundation. So maybe like 1.5. I would say, because like it was an intense amount of pumps. I think I might have used like 3 pumps. So let's call it 1.5 because I didn't go in and put more on top of it, but I did kind of use a lot more foundation than I would usually use. But I think it looks really nice on the skin. I can feel it a little bit, like it's a little bit tacky, which I feel like I'm not used to feeling at the moment with my foundations, but I've only been using like one foundation every day for work, which is that Il Makiage one that I used in my last video. But so far so good. I think it looks gorgeous, and I think it's done a damn good job of color correction, and it's sitting on my skin really well. I do have some dryness here and like a lot of blemishes and redness today apparently, so perfect timing. And as always, I look like I haven't slept in like 5 years, so hello dark circles. But it's doing a decent job of concealing them, I'm not gonna lie. I think in the end I've covered this side better because I was a bit more concentrated with my foundation on this side, but I do think it actually looks really good and I am liking it so far. It is really late in the day when I am doing this, so I actually won't be wearing this foundation for too long, so I'm gonna have to keep you posted in the future as to whether I like it or not. Like, I mean, it is 9:20 at the moment, at night as well, so PM, so I will not be wearing this for very long at all. I'm probably gonna finish this video and take it straight off, so I will have to let you know in a future video how this goes. So far so good. I'm liking it. It's not sinking into my lines. It looks good around my nose, and it's done a decent job of covering up my redness and my under eyes, as well as like my blemishes and stuff. Just not where I've got some dry skin up there. It's not sitting well, but nothing ever really sits well in dry skin, unfortunately. I do feel like Tarte foundations always look a bit golden on me though. Like this is light beige, which I think is a cool tone shade. At least I'm hoping. I always end up getting this shade. Pretty sure it's cool toned on their website, but I do feel like they always look a bit gold on my skin. Really hope I haven't been getting the wrong foundation this whole time because I always end up going for this color. But anyway, let's move on. So I also purchased a concealer, but this concealer I've used before. This is actually a repurchase, which I haven't been doing that much of lately because I just have so many products. But I bought a mini of this, I think at the end of last year, and I used it up so fast because I loved it. I used it every day. I thought it was stunning. I thought it just worked so well. So I went and bought the full size. So I hope I still love it just as much as I love the mini. This may be my favorite concealer of 2022, just for a spoiler alert on my incoming 2022 favorites video, which I haven't recorded yet, so hopefully it comes out earlier than it did this year for next year, because it was really late this year, so hopefully we can get it out early, but we'll see, like early next year in 2023. Can't believe it's 2023. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer in the shade 20B Light. So the exact same shade as my foundation. I only just realized, so this isn't going to be a very good brightening shade. Anyway, let's chuck this on. So there we go, guys. That is me all concealed. You can see, I'm pretty sure, how much my under eyes have been concealed, because before they were so purple and now, like, I honestly don't think I can see any purple color seeping through. There is a bit of a shadow because I'm filming at night. As I said before, it's quite late, so I apologize. I know there's a bit of a shadow, but I feel like apart from that, my nose is damn well covered. And I just feel like it's so, like, it looks so good. I will say, I think I did put way too much on. It blended in fine, like it doesn't dry down fast enough for it to be like a rush to blend in. So it was fine for me to put it all over my face first, but I definitely think I used too much because there was a lot of product for me to blend around my eyes, I will say. Even though I only did dots, it looks like it was a big dot, a like nice thick lumpy dot. Yet again, I am impressed. I do feel like though, I still feel tacky, like that foundation is a bit tacky. I'm used to not wearing foundations that I feel like I'm wearing, and this I'm like, I feel like I'm sort of aware that I have something on my skin. So that's only one thing that I'm noticing about this foundation. I think it is a bit like thicker than the foundations that I have been wearing lately. It's not uncomfortable or anything like that, but it's just like I am noticing, like I can feel it like on my skin. Like right now I'm like, oh, I feel like there's something there, which I'm not used to feeling. So that is something to think about. But it's not like it's really thick and heavy or anything like that. It's just like slightly heavier, if that's what you call it, than the foundation that I have been using lately. So let's move on. That concealer, as I said, I think it's done an amazing job. I think the coverage is stunning and it looks so good. It's like just smooth and it's not sticking in my lines or anything, and it doesn't look cakey. So far so good, and it is living up to the hype of earlier this year when I used it up so quickly, like the mini. So I think I still love it, guys. I've just chucked on some bronzer quickly because I haven't purchased a bronzer to go through with you, but I chucked on a cream bronzer because I bought like 57 blushes. Not actually 57 blushes, but they are different types of blushes. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word right now. I think I got oh my god, I got 4 blushes. So somehow I managed to buy 4 blushes, and I think the worst part with this is I think I bought 3 in one of my shops. So I think I bought this powder one, which is like the cutest little powder palette, in the first purchase, and then for some reason I just like went mad in my second purchase and bought 3 different types of blushes because I thought they looked cute. Tarte has adorable packaging. It just gets me every time. I'm always like, oh my god, it's adorable, I need it. Like, look at it, it's so cute. Let's go through what I got and then we'll figure out what we're putting on my face. Oh, I should probably take off the packaging. Ah, it's wet. Why is it wet? Oh my god, guys, it's leaked. Something has leaked. Is it this? I feel like it must be this. Oh, it's currently leaking. I will be back. Okay, so I thought I saved myself a world of pain by catching on to the fact that it was leaking before it went all over myself. Like, I was like, oh, this is great. I didn't get it everywhere. And then I ran to the bathroom and dropped it in the sink, and it like exploded a little bit, and now it's all over my purple top. So hopefully I can get that out. But anyway, I've cleaned it up. I have no idea why it's leaking, but it only just appeared to leak when I picked it up just then and started moving it around, because that is the only evidence of leaking I have, which is in the plastic packaging that I just threw away that was covered in blush. I don't think it leaked in transit or anything, because otherwise it would be all through the package and over everything else, which thank goodness it's not, because that would have been really annoying. But anyway, so I have no idea if this still looks exactly the same as it's supposed to, so apologies. I'm not sure how this happened. It's possibly because it's been quite hot here and humid, so maybe that affected it and it's like melted or like somehow exploded or something. But anyway, so it's a cheek stain. Oh shit, it's a stain. Hopefully it comes off my clothes. So this is the Tarte cheek stain in the shade Exposed. I believe it is like a gel sort of base thing, or it's a stain, so it's kind of liquid. I don't know what that gooby thing is there. That's a bit gross. I feel like this, if you buy this isn't how it's going to come. I think I was just unlucky and something went wrong with my blush at some stage in the last few months that has probably been sitting in my room. Definitely feel like it's not supposed to look like that. I'm also not sure if you're supposed to be able to just push it up and then it like kind of slips back down. I don't think that's right. But anyway, this is what mine is. This is how I will be using it because I bought it. I'm going to use it. So hopefully I like that, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully it doesn't make mess any more than it already has. So that is option 1. Off to a great start. Option 2 is the Tarte Maneater Blush and Glow Cheek Plump in the shade Buff. I just wanted to show you what it looks like with the full coverage there and also blended out, because obviously I'm probably not going to leave like that on my face. And the next option is the Tarte Busy Gal Blush in the shade Mood, which you can see it appears to have also melted, as you can see from the weird slant and the fact that it's coming down the side of the tube thingy. So I'm guessing it just got too hot the other day when it was like 40 degrees. They're all absolutely gorgeous, but you can see they are all very different. So we've got the stain that I believe is like a gel sort of thing, like serum, and then we've got this one in the middle, which is a liquid blush, and then this one on the end, which is a cream blush. Very different shades too. Like this one's obviously very, very bright, and also this one's quite sheeny, I will say. Like it has like lots of gold glitter in it, whereas these two appear to be more dewy and less like glittery. Those are our options for like liquid sort of blushes. And then for powder blushes, we have the Tartlette Blush in Bloom palette, which comes with the shades Petunia, Wild Rose, and Tulip, which are all absolutely stunning. It is an Amazonian clay cheek palette. Honestly, when I popped them on my arm, they just went on so easily. They're just amazingly pigmented. Oh, I can't get over it, guys. I can't get over it. These ones might be my favorite purely because, like, damn, they are pigmented. I 100% bought this blush as well because I thought it was absolutely stunning. Like the packaging, just beautiful. I think I'm going to use a gel blush and then chuck some powder over it. So it actually says on the side of the packet to dab it on. Let's see how we go. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it feels nice. It's like refreshing. I'm just going to use this sort of stippling brush. I think that's what it's called, a stippling brush? Something like that. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I really like this color. I do feel very hot though, so I think my face is actually starting to flush. I didn't realize how warm it was. Considering it was like 19 degrees, it's super humid in my house right now. I'm like sweating a bit. Okay, so 100%, that is super pigmented. Maybe I put way more on my face than I did on my arm, but that is way more pigmented than I thought it would be. Okay, so I actually am really loving this. For some reason, my body has decided to get super hot and my redness is coming through down here as well. So I look like I've put blush everywhere, but I've mainly put it here. My skin just wants to get super red down here. Considering it made such a mess, I really like this. I think this might be like the most pigmented like cheek sort of stain that I've ever used. I don't think I've ever gotten this much payoff like from such a small amount of product when it comes to that sort of like serum stain, like that really light formula of blush. It is a little bit tacky. I definitely will keep using this product. I'm just going to be super careful the way that I store it. I definitely won't be tipping it upside down, which is what I just did then. But I think that might have been what like set it free. But I do feel like maybe there are some like cracks down here, so I don't know if it's like product seeped out of that or what. Like you can see it down the side. I feel like it's not supposed to look like that. I reckon it's somehow like overheated and then like kind of melted. I don't actually know, this is just what I'm assuming, but the fact that this one here also melted, obviously they've gotten like way too hot wherever they are. Maybe I had them sitting under my heating vent or something. I don't know. Maybe that was it. Hopefully the rest of these products are okay. So I'm going to chuck a powder blush over that, which I'm like, ooh, hesitant because I'm already super pigmented. But I might just pop into this one in the middle because I feel like it'll match okay. And just dab a little bit on top. Oh, that's definitely toned down the tackiness a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot, which is really good because didn't love that feel, but I like it. I like them together, and I've still got that dewiness peeking through from the actual gel blush too. So I've just chucked on some highlighter and some powder just in the areas of my face that I didn't put the cream products. Next up, I have another product that I want to try with you, which I actually tried a similar product in a video not too long ago. This is the Tarte Big Ego DIY Brow Detailing Pen in the shade medium brown, which is for light, medium brown and caramel hair. So hopefully this is an okay shade for me. I feel like I'm usually medium brown. Usually that's kind of like a safe bet for me. So let's give it a crack. Also, I've just discovered that it comes with a little spoolie. How cute. When I tried to use this product or a similar product previously, I didn't love it. I haven't used it again either, so I couldn't tell you if I still am not loving it or anything, so apologies. But anyway, let's try this one today and see how we go, if it's any easier. So you put it on and then you wait a few seconds and then you comb it through and you shake it first. I'm gonna spoolie it first just because I want these bad boys to be filled in correctly. So we have a decent amount of difference, I'm not gonna lie. And also I went way heavy-handed here and made a mistake down here, and I scratched it away very quickly with my mistake. But the heavy-handedness I just kind of scrubbed out a bit with the spoolie brush and it really blended it out quite well. I will say I've not done this area perfect, but look at that. It looks way fuller. This one was way easier to use than the Flower Beauty one that I used in the previous video. So far I way prefer this one. But anyway, I'm going to do my other eyebrow off camera and I will be back. That is done. And they are 100% not perfect, but I feel like the product came out so well and it didn't dry out at all, which was my experience with the previous one that I used. I honestly think this looks so good. I know I have some like holes and stuff that I missed, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to go chuck some brow gel in just to see how it looks. Obviously, this is a product that I'm going to have to practice with, because they're not perfect, but damn, if I was going off whether I will use textures in the future for my eyebrows or whatever, these sort of brow products, I would definitely say yes from using this product, because I think that they look awesome. It was easy to use. I think it looks good and I'm very impressed. So I am back with gel in my eyebrows and this is how they look and I am loving them. I find these textures, like the same with the last one, I feel like they give a much more like natural sort of like lighter filling out than using like crayons and like pomades and stuff like that. I think the other types of products are a bit more intense, whereas these ones like are lighter, and I think that looks really nice. So I feel like it's made my eyebrows look so lovely and like natural. Next up, I am going to do my eyes, my fun, bright, colourful look, which hopefully doesn't take me too long because it's getting really late and I'm sleepy. And also, I'm only on 44% now. What the hell? Where did you go? God, I talk so much, guys. But today I will be using the Tarte Pro Remix palette, which is an Amazonian clay palette as well, like the blush one, but these are eyeshadows. So this palette has been out for ages. I remember when it first came out, I was like, oh, it's beautiful, I really want it. And then I just never purchased it. I don't even know why. I always wanted it and it was always in the back of my mind, but for some reason I just never purchased it. And it went on sale recently and I cannot open this more than that. That is as far as I can open it, so hopefully I can show you this. There you go, perfect. So it went on a really good sale and I bought it because I've wanted it for so long and it's absolutely stunning. Like, these colors are so beautiful and I'm so glad that I bought it because look at it, so freaking pretty. Holy crap, guys, I cannot get over how good those shadows are. Like, honestly, when I swatched them, they just came out so pigmented, so stunning. I barely had to touch the pan and just popped it on my arm and oh my gosh, like, they are all absolutely stunning and I cannot wait to create some kind of fun and colourful look using this palette. That is the front too. It's kind of got like a, what is that, like a weird, I can't remember what it's called. That weird plastic from like the 90s, like that was on like Tarzos and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. Can you guys see it? It's moving. See this? Look. Huh. Fancy. Also, this freaking mirror, what the hell? That's massive. That's awesome. Oh, what a good mirror. I didn't even realize that. For some reason, my brain, I always think there's a lot more like bright colors in this palette, but there's actually a lot of like neutral sort of like shades too. And like even like dark shades, like these black glitters are just freaking amazing. I had like this idea in my head of what I wanted to do, and now I'm like, oh, do I even want to do that anymore, or do I want to do something else? Let's just do what we always do and stuff around until it looks okay. So I'm going to start by grabbing like a dense sort of packing sort of shader brush and pop into this shade here called Mixed Media, and also Wall Art, the shade above. I'm just going to take a bit of both, tap them out, and just kind of dab this all over my lid just to give it a sort of base. And now I want to pop into the same shade again, just with more of a fluffy shader brush. So we're going into Wall Art here, and I'm going to pop this in my crease, like just above my crease really. So I'm like putting it in my crease and running it along all the way across, just to give me some like sort of shadowing, but starting it from the outer side so that the initial touch of the product is on the outer side, and then I'm dragging it through to the inner corner. That way it's like darker on the outer side and lighter on the inner side. I feel like you can tell it's like 10:30 at night because I'm making absolutely no sense. I'm also not taking this into my outer corner, I'm just sticking it above. So I think that's what we're going with for now. I'm going to take this, which is kind of a pencil shader brush, kind of not, and just dab into those first two matte shades again, Mixed Media and Wall Art, and I'm going to run this along my lower lash line. I think I do have a little bit of creasing I've just seen, just right here from that concealer or foundation, one of the two. I also, you might be able to see, have eyeliner on already. I already did my makeup today, and I went to the gym, worked out with my friend, then came home and took it off to film this video. So that is my waterline and tightline that I was not able to remove because there was only a certain amount of roughness that I will use when cleaning my eyes. And also I never think eyeliner looks bad the next day. I'm always like, if there's like a little bit there, I'm always like, I feel like it makes my eyes pop, you know? So we're going off what I was thinking I wanted to do the other day. Using this shade here called Mashup, we're going to see how we go with this. So I'm taking it on an angled brush, and I'm realizing as well that I wanted to do my eyeshadow before I did my makeup today, and I completely forgot until I was just doing those swatches, and I was like in the bathroom and I looked at myself and I was like, this is gonna be messy. I feel like I'm gonna get so much fallout because like most of these shades as well, especially the ones that I want to use, are glitters. So we will see how we go. This could be fun. So with this one, I'm going to stamp it along my lash line towards the outer corner, and I am going to be creating a wing with it. But also, can you see how freaking pigmented that is? I have not wet my brush at all, and I'm just stamping it along, but like, oh, look at that. Damn gorgeous. Okay guys, so that was getting a bit messy, but I figured out if I get this sort of like flat shader brush, it's like a little one but kind of like dense, I was dusting below it and I was able to like fix my wings. So I kind of like blended around it just like to make my wings a bit more pointy because I wanted them to be a bit more pointy. This one's still way better than this one, which is always, no, actually not always the case, but often the case. I feel like with shadow liners, this one's pretty much always better, but usually liquid eyeliner, it's like hit and miss, which I do liquid eyeliner pretty much every day for work. So I'm getting better at it. Also, I've discovered, I think because of the shape of my eyes, I know they're not exactly the same. I can't tell you how they're different, but I can tell they're not the same because whenever I do liquid eyeshadow, they always look different and I find it really difficult to make them look exactly the same. But lately I've discovered if I draw it with my eyes like slightly closed and like down like this, I can almost get them perfectly matching. So that works for me. At least I've noticed that is currently working for me. Might change, but I know you're actually not supposed to draw on eyeliner. Like one of the tips they say is don't close your eyes, but for some reason it's working for me. So I'm just going to run with it because I'm managing to get very similar looking wings by doing it that way rather than trying to like draw it out and then like draw it through. And like I think as much as there's like guidelines for all different types of makeup, whatever works for you and whatever you enjoy doing is like the only thing that matters. You don't have to follow the rules. Like makeup is art, you know? Don't they say like there are no rules in art, or like rules are made for breaking, or something like that. I don't know. Something about art. But anyway, this time I'm going to use another angled brush and pop into this top shade here called Color Explosion. This is going to be my inner corner shade, but I'm just going to stamp it like this. Oop, that went way higher than I meant it to. But anyway, also, this is not as bright as I thought it was going to be. But anyway, we're running with this. So this is what we're doing. Just taking it along the lash line. Now we're taking it all the way up to meet the purple because I accidentally took it up to meet the purple. So we're blending those together, but like very tightly next to the lash line. Surprisingly, that was the first stab of the day, considering that I have been doing shadow liner. I feel like that's one of the times that I do the most amounts of stabbing myself in the eye by accident, especially considering how much I'm freaking talking today. So I am loving it. I've done like a little bit of a fox eye in the middle there with the green, and I've blended it into the purple really well. I didn't even go back into the purple. It's just blended like this on its own. These shadows are amazing. So next up I'm going to take this sort of brush, and I'm going to pop into this shade here called Graphic, the black shade with the pink glitters in it. And this I'm just going to stamp along my lower lash line just in the outer corner. Stamp and blend. And I'm going to start blending it up a little into the wing, but not very far in. I just want it to like touch the base of the wing. And I 100% have little pink sparkles in my eye now, so this look is not faint-hearted. Okay, so I accidentally went into the wrong shade there. So the outer corners that match up to the wing there are this shade, Graphic, plus a little dab of Beat Drop on either side. But I think I've got them matching. I feel like this side is a bit more of the black with the pink shimmer, and this side is a bit more like of that deep grey with the blue shimmer. So they're not 100% the same. So now I'm going to pop into this tiny little square brush, and I'm going to go into this shade Inspiration very aggressively apparently, and I'm going to dab this right here just in my inner corners, right on top of that green, just because I just want it to pop a tiny bit more just here, but I don't want to remove the green. I just want it a little bit brighter, and because this shade's kind of like glittery, it's just gonna stand out a tiny bit more on top of the green and make it like a bit more reflective, I think, I hope. And also with that shade, I'm just gonna quickly dust it along my brow bone, just very gently, because I am using a weird brush to do this with, but I might as well use what I'm using for that shade already. Anyway guys, that is going to complete the eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to quickly chuck on setting spray and mascara, and I'll be back to go through the lip products that I bought. Again, there are multiple, but we will only be putting one on my face today, so I'll be back. So that is all done. I just realized as well, I got this mascara in this haul, which I've actually used before, like I think in 2 videos that I've recorded recently, and I freaking love it. It is the Tartlette tubing mascara. This is the travel size version. I have been using this every day for work, and I've actually pretty much finished it. So like my eyelashes look so good right now, and this is like practically dried out. Like this is how nice it's made my eyelashes look. This one's like a hell of a lot better because I feel like there was almost no product when I was putting it on this one. But like look at these, and that's not even as good as it gets. Like it gets so much better when there's actually like product in the bottle. So 100% I am obsessed with this mascara. I absolutely love it. It may be also in my favorites for 2022, just like the concealer most probably will be. I cannot, like, this is just so good, so freaking good. And I've actually loved the way that this eye look has turned out. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even waterline and tightline because, well, I already had a little bit in there, but also I just didn't think it needed it because it looks so freaking good, and I absolutely love it. I love like just these colors. These shadows are so stunning. I'm so glad that I finally bought this palette. So I bought 4 lip products and I got one for free. Gonna go over the freebie really quick. It is just the Tarte H2O lip balm in the shade Room Service. It's really mauve, which matches my t-shirt a little bit. But anyway, that's absolutely stunning, but it's like way purpler than I would have expected. So I'm not sure how often I'm going to wear that because that's super purple. But anyway, let's move on to the stuff that I did buy. So first off, I'm going to start with this crayon thingy, which is the Tarte CH2O lip balm, which is a lip tint, and it is in the shade Hang 10. It has squalene, hyaluronic acid, algae, and it has a very minty scent, which I love, but also it felt lovely going on my arm, like very like creamy and nice. So I feel like I'm gonna love this, and especially because it says it's a balm, so I feel like this might be one of those things that I just chuck in my handbag and keep there and chuck on when I'm feeling like wearing a lip balm that is colourful, which this is like super pigmented as well, and I love this colour. Next up, I bought 3 very similar products but all different finishes. One of these is TikTok famous, but I can't remember which one. I think it's the one in the middle. So these are the 3 different types of Maracuja juicy lips. So I've got up the top the Maracuja juicy lipstick, then we've got the Maracuja juicy lip plump and the Maracuja juicy lip cream. So I believe the lip plump is the one that was TikTok famous this year because it like plumps your lips and makes them look amazing. I also have one that I purchased ages ago, which was the first one, which I think is like the lip balm, and I love that. I think that's in my handbag now, like my work bag. So that's one of the lip balm things that I just like chucking on, like keep in my bag. That's like a nice color and makes my lips feel hydrated. So when I saw that one was like TikTok famous, I was like, well, I have to try it if it's TikTok famous. So I bought that, and then I got really excited when I realized there were 2 other types to try. So I bought all 3. So I'm going to swatch all 3 on my arm quickly for you. The first one off the bat is also melted. Woo! A good start. So something happened here. This one's filthy. So, you know, it doesn't look as pretty as it's supposed to. But it is the Maracuja Juicy Lipstick, and hopefully it looks sort of okay. No, okay, cool. Yep, so it's completely gone. Oh no, wait. Look, we've got a little bit. It melted like halfway. What is this, guys? Like, what is that? Okay, well, at least it's not fully gone, just like half of it. I might be able to smush it back down. It smells nice. At least we have a small amount of product. I honestly have no idea what happened to these products. Also, that's as much as I can get it down, so we're swatching that. So I'm just gonna tap that out a bit because there's a few lumps there. But also, that's freaking stunning, and I'm pissed that that is like partly missing because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that to be able to use it, but I am in love with that shade. And the shade, if you were interested, is called Rose. So that's like a normal lipstick. Next up, we have the lip plump, which is in the shade Mixed Berries. So this one is a lip plumper, and this one was the one that is TikTok famous. Oh, and it's adorable. It's like shiny and pretty. So this one's like the same packaging as the last one, and it has also melted. But it's not as bad as that one. You actually clicked up like this, and you just click it as much as you want to use it. So don't overclick it. And then you can pop it on your arm. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. This swatch is really shit because I did not click it up enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's really pretty too, even though it's like the shittest swatch in the world. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so super pretty. Love it. The final one of these Maracuja Juicy lip products is the lip cream, and this one is in the shade Mulberry, and I'm literally so afraid to look inside this because it is also like a lipstick sort of texture, so I have this feeling it's going to be melted. So it's a tiny bit melted, but like really not melted at all compared to the other ones. And it's pretty. Ooh. I love that. Oh my god, that's stunning. I love that so much. Guys, so freaking pretty. So they're all amazing colors, and I really like them all. And I'm very afraid that I'm not going to be able to use this one at all because of the weird shape that it was in. But fingers crossed I can fix it. I'm just going to erase these swatches and quickly charge my camera for a few minutes because it is on 0% now. I'll be back. Okay, so I cleaned up the products a little bit. I managed to kind of smush the long part of this product back into the thing, so I'll be able to use it like maybe a few times and then throw it away. But definitely do not have much of it left. I think I've lost at least 3/4 of that lipstick, which is really sad because it is a beautiful color, but it's actually not the color that I was going to pick today. I feel like there's a possibility that the lip balm crayon is the thing that matched this eye look the most, but I actually really wanted to use the lip cream because it was kind of moody and I thought that was really cool. So this is the lip cream in the shade Mulberry. So I'll chuck this on, and I think I might actually chuck the Plump on top. So we'll see how we go for time because I don't have much of it. Okay, I love this so much. It is so comfortable, and a little really goes a long way. Like, damn, that is pigmented. I don't think it goes with this look at all, but it feels really creamy and comfortable too, so that's a bonus. As I said, I wanted to try this as well, which, to be honest with you, I feel like this might be too creamy for it, but I'm gonna chuck on the lip Plump in the shade Mixed Berries. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, it's tingling. Ooh, I can definitely feel that working. I hardly ever use like plumping lip balm, so it's so weird when I get that like sensation of the tingle. But also it's like very minty, and my camera's just dying, so we'll be back when my lips are slightly plumped. Okay guys, so I totally just took down my hair to take selfies of this look with my phone while my camera was charging. This is the final lip look. I can definitely feel some plumping. I think I did a better application on the lower lip, whereas on the top lip I didn't go quite as high as I needed to, but I still do get a very small plumping vibe from it. But next time I think I'll take it just a little bit higher with the plumping one. But I actually really like these two together. So that was the lip cream in the shade Mulberry and the lip plump in the shade Mixed Berries. So I really like these two products. So I'm excited to try what little of this one that I have left after the hell that apparently these Tarte products have gone through since being in my house. I have a feeling that I must have left them under a heating vent or something like that, which is really worrying because I actually have more products sitting in the same spot that this was. So now I'm like, I'm gonna have to go through and check them all and make sure there's not just like small explosions of color through every parcel. But anyway, this is the final look. I am loving it. I love these colors so much. I honestly cannot get over these products. Like, even the disappointments that I've had, not from the products, but you know, from whatever the hell happened inside this box, honestly. If these products could talk, they'd probably have some severe trauma. Apologies guys. But anyway, I am loving all of these products. They have such good quality products, and they're like pretty affordable too. So that's good, because I'm probably gonna have to repurchase half of them today because whatever I did. So with that all being said, that brings me to the end of this video. I want to wish you all a happy new year. I hope you have the most amazing 2023. I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for supporting me and for watching these videos. I am honestly so grateful. I have so much fun destroying products and showing them to you on screen by accident. I mean, destroying them. I show them on purpose, but I destroy them by accident. But I honestly have so much fun making these videos and sharing them with you, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoy watching them for some reason. So thank you. And I cannot wait to make more videos for you in 2023. Which is so weird. I can't believe it's 2023, guys. I cannot believe it. It's so freaking weird. But anyway, also I just want to touch on, again, as I said earlier in the video, with mental health and stuff like that, it is honestly so important to reach out. So please do if you're having issues. I really want to go through my like mental health story so far with you guys, and I'm planning on doing that in a video sometime in 2023. But also I want to go through like other things that I've done this year, like my adult tonsillectomy and stuff like that. So stuff is coming, and they're going to be like more of me talking, hopefully. I mean, do we actually need that? Because these videos are already so long. So apologies. Maybe I just need to talk and do actual less stuff so I get distracted less. Also, I have been wearing this foundation now for like 3 hours because it's taken me so long to film. So I thought I should give you a quick close-up of how it looks. It's definitely holding up pretty well, and I am definitely liking it. Like, it's not really caking around here or here, which is awesome. So far so good. It's definitely fuller coverage than I am used to wearing though, but I do like it, and I think if I want to like really have a full coverage foundation, I think I will reach for this because I do think it's gone on really, really nicely. Also, it doesn't appear to be sitting in my lines, which is really good. But anyway guys, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video and the rest of my other videos that you have watched. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to like this video and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that too. Also, if you have any questions about any of the products or anything that I did, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And hopefully I will see you soon. Like, I feel like I've been doing sort of like gold themes looks for light beige. My hair. Brushes. It's me. I have not wetted my brush